All right, testing, 1, 2. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me go ahead and shut my door because my wife is napping. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Chat, let me know if anything is wonky, if sounds are too loud or too low. Excuse me. Or if something on the stream is messing up. Well, I am definitely a nerd. I am definitely a nerd who needs water. It's a horrible, horrible disability of mine. Alright, let's get a little warmed up doing some leveling up and some character training.
Starlight, it's time to shine.
Let's see here. What do I need for you? Got most of your abilities set. You are a support character.
We're ready for combat.
So, let's go over and find out. Maybe turn yourself up a little bit. Can do. I'm always worried about peaking, but if we would rather listen to my wonderful dulcet tones, I'm not going to complain all that much. Alrighty, Roland. What you got? What you got? Let's see here. That's energy regen, which would be good for her. That's pretty good, but not what I want. Impact's not really a thing I need. Crit rate's not what I need. Penetration's not what I... Giggity, penetration's not what I need. Anomaly proficiency might be good. That might not be a bad thing to set up. And of course, we've got the impact and daze, but that's not really their thing. Increases all squad. Oh, okay. So Swing Jazz is going to be their primary. So Swing Jazz with an ice bonus. I gotta remember which buttons are which. Alright, I think that'll do. So let's work on getting some Swing Jazz, because that is going to be very useful.
Hey, don't look down on me.
I wish there was an easier way to select characters.
You want to test my hammer?
I have 2 guns, so double the accuracy.
Time for some hard labor?
Okay, as usual, we'll take Anby,
Is it work already?
Gaku,
Starlight,
Billy.
it's time to shine.
And then I've really been enjoying Revolver Boo because he's got a fucking gun on his head. Hold on, let me move my character, because you can't see him, but look at that. Look at that fucking boy. You know what? I think it's actually going to be better if I'm a bit smaller, and I'm kind of in the corner over here. Unless I'm just going to let my head peek down like this. What do you think, chat? Shall I become a gremlin? You'll never see my mouth again. Hold on. You'll never see my mouth again, and I'll talk like this the entire stream. I'll definitely need to drink a lot of water. I have no idea how much that, heard me drinking water. Was that good ASMR for you, chat? It's fucking dumb. Alright, stay over here for now. And I think we're good to go. So we're gonna run this quite a few times, because I don't have anything else to burn the energy on. At the moment, at least.
Evade now.
Leave it to Billy.
At your
And up. And up. Surprise, motherfucker. Whoop.
It's my turn.
Whoop.
Perfect. I've got
Bop, bop,
plenty
bop,
of bullets.
bop, 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 bop. Whoop. Gotcha, bitch. Damn, that is how I have boosted Billy up so much, and I didn't have to do a whole lot, which I personally love so much. Whoop! Surprise, motherfucker!
At your command.
Swappity, 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 boom!
It's my turn.
Surprise! Oh, surprise! Oh, I could get a little bit better at dodging that one.
Whoa, 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 away your trouble.
Starlight never dies.
Man, this is actually almost too easy. But I also have invested some power into my character, so I can't really complain. Oh no, it's too easy. I invested into the characters that I like the most. Oh, I'm such a horrible player.
What are you waiting for? To catch a bullet?
You're gonna get dizzy.
And spin.
Easy target. Perfect.
Yeah, honestly, oh, hi there. I don't know why I never expected you to do that.
Try this.
Come at me, Biggin, come on.
Whoa, 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 away your trouble.
Well, you know, I just realized something that might actually be bad. because now that, well, granted, it's not the worst thing. If I end up just like ditching a lot of these, it's fine. But I just realized, oh, launching a chain or an ultimate. Never mind. We're still in the clear. Okay. I thought I might have fucked myself out of some good stuff. But no, in fact, whoa, that went up major. Okay, I've even done all the weekly tasks. Now all there is to do is the specialties. Go to the Bardic Needle really quick. No, it seems that I actually didn't completely fuck myself, so that's good. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Oh, I didn't get a lot. That's a terrible swing, Jazz. Okay, I'm definitely gonna be going back because I didn't get, like, anything that I wanted. Which is fine, like, that's the name of the game. Give me a second, let me go check. Let me go see. Oh my god, yes. Hold on. I am sharing this with the chat so that it can be archived for later. Because, friends, this is something... the link's too big. Dang. Alright, hold on. Suffice it to say, this is a work of art. It just sucks because I don't think I can share it from here. Nope, it's too big. Too many numbers for the link. But let me just say, it is a perfectly done Hello Kitty with, like, the head, perfectly buff body striking a pose with a bunch of pink flowers. It's very tasteful. It's a big pig thing that's very tasteful. Oh, God. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in here one more time. So, since this is pretty easy so far, I want to share with you all something that I think I have figured out for myself, and I think would be good to share for all people who are, like, maybe a little chronically online at times.
My bullets never lose sight of their target.
Is this not too loud?
Hey, you wanna
Is that
play with
gameplay...
me?
I'm worried that the game is too loud. Alright, let's see how it runs now, because that seems way too loud from what I'm seeing.
It's my turn. In my sight.
Gotcha, bitch.
My turn.
And up we go. Up and haha, bitch.
It's Okaku, it's PA.
Move over. Time for the real show. Don't move.
But yeah, chat, can you let me know if, like, if I'm not loud enough? If I need to, like, turn myself up even more? But that seems, like, overkill, doesn't it? I think the game's at a good enough volume now, so maybe... Well, here you go. See, this is the kind of scuff that we try to, like, get around a little bit.
I'm so good.
Yes, you are. Alley-oop.
Play your trouble.
Move over. Time for the real show.
Gotcha, bitch. Maybe it hits different with YouTube and Twitch. I don't know, I feel like you're lower than normal along with the game. Maybe. Okay, what I'm really concerned... Okay, with that being said, Paper, like... Buddy, did you remember to, like, actually double-check your YouTube volume? Because I'd be very surprised if that's not a factor in it. But, outside of that, I'm more just wanting to know if I'm too quiet versus the game. If the game is, like, a lot louder than me, that's gonna be a problem.
Watch out. Thunder. Evasive maneuver. Sokaku is here.
Move over! Back to the real show! Don't move! Stay!
Surprise, bitch!
Try this! It's my turn!
I'm louder than the game? Okay. If I am considerably louder than the game, that's how I want it to be. Because, like, this game can get pretty loud. And I do not want that to be a situation I'm in. Alright, that is everything that we need for that.
Starlight!
Ready for... Is it work time? Is food included?
Okay, let's see here. That's a good swing jazz. Okay. HP. You cannot go wrong with HP swing jazz. I don't care for... I really would not want the 5 slot to have just a defense swing jazz. What else we got here? Another Okay, what's the other defense one? Anomaly proficiency, crit damage, and HP. Anomaly proficiency. Oh, this is the clearly better one, actually. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that as a win. All right. Now is where we will go over to the music store.
The morning air is like a soothing melody.
And we'll dismantle everything. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Now let's see what I can and can't tune here. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close in so many categories, damn it.
This delicious composition brings. It's truly remarkable.
Curses! Okay. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just not going to be able to get them for now.
Come back again soon.
Alrighty. At least we know what I'm building for. So, while I'm thinking about it, let's bust out the desk in the tavern really quick. So, I feel that I've noticed something when it comes to things on the internet that I've noticed, right? I won't stick long with this, but it's a talking point that I've been fiddling with for a while, and I think I've got a fine conclusion for this now. Plus, we got some nice music in the background, right? Something that I find very interesting about internet discourse, at least in, like, video game land, is that Dawn Trail and Zenless are supposed to be games that people heavily dislike, and they're not supposed to have been successful. And that might sound ridiculous until you realize that there are a lot of people who have been very vocal online about both of these games and really disliking them, to the point where, depending on where you are in the internet, there are people in the RPG and gacha spaces. I don't want to call them communities, because just because you're a part of a like-minded group on one thing does not make you a community. I feel like the word community is being way overused, and it's losing its meaning, but so are most words. So, yay! The fall of civilization. Anyway, Zenless made a crap ton of money for Hoyo, and Dawn Trail, to our knowledge, has had the most pre-orders, and even post-launch, it's still doing big numbers, and is keeping people's interest. Like, player counts are still very up. They're at a very healthy amount, like they've always been. So, why does it seem like, if you go online, these games are just doing poorly because of, like, the reviews and everything that's going on? And here's the thing. This is a twofold problem, but it all stems from a mutual thing of people being online way too much. There are people who will defend the hell out of Zenless in 14, where it doesn't need to be defended, and there will be people who will dogpile on these games, where it's not so much, oh no, the poor video game, but more, dude, you're kind of a freak for this. Calm down, it's not that serious. And I've noticed something. I got mad about this in a previous stream, and I almost clipped and made a bit about calling people losers. But after, like, even a day of thinking about it, I realized that that's not smart. And it's coming from the same energy pool that I put forward and am sort of, like, pointing the finger at with people, right? I think people are very heavily online to a point that they don't realize it. I don't want to, like, use terms like addict or anything, because I don't know anything about that. It's not comparable. But there's a level of comfort, of sameness, of being stuck in this mindset of just being angry and wanting to preach about anything that makes you angry, or wanting to run to the defense of something because you read or saw people be angry about it. I definitely have been that person, and rather recently, and just lately, I just haven't been that person. And I think the reason why is because while any of these criticisms and any of these defenses for these games are valid and true, especially the criticisms, like, especially the criticisms, they have a lot of merit, and even for when it's stuff that I like, it's hard to go against it all the time. But I've really found myself not caring as much and not being bothered by it as much, because there's just more important things going on. I can't find... Now, I need you to hear me. I'm not saying this to disregard the people who are giving out criticisms for the games. I'm not saying this to say to the people who feel that their favorite, like, thing, their favorite form of entertainment is being unfairly, like, attacked. I'm not trying to say that you are unheard and that your fears are not unwarranted. There's something there. But because we are living in this space of constantly online, when you finally get a chance to step back and literally do anything else, which is the fascinating aspect, because I haven't even really been offline all that much. I just haven't been online in the same spaces. I just went and did other things. And it really puts a lot of things in perspective to where all of our gripes and all of our fears are not nearly as massive as we think they are. And you might be asking, Basil, are there really people like this? They're like, it's true what they say, that they're the vocal minority. Both the people praising and screeching about how these games are awful and how these games are great. The other people just don't know what they're talking about. Most people, when you take a step back and you go hang out with your wife, or husband or partner, or go walk your dog, or just go play a different game with friends. And you don't bring up the thing that's making you upset. Like, actively get away from it. Like, if this is not a person that's harming you, or it's not a thing in your life, like, don't bring up the topic or the game that is actively upsetting you, and just hang out with people that you genuinely like, that make you happy to be around them, and just enjoy their company. And you realize that game that you're so afraid of being shut down because people stop playing it because of bad reviews, it's just a game. The people who are, like, the most angry and seem the most angry and, like, can't talk about anything else, or, like, you say one thing like, ah, man, Black Mage, or, ah, man, this character in Zenless, and then they just start ranting. The people who are, like, playing these games on both ends, who are doing this for hundreds of hours, and they can't let go. I'm not saying fully let go, but my God, take a break. For your own sake, just do something else, because I'm saying all this because this is what I've noticed, is that if I play other games and walk away from stuff for a while and then come back, I realize how excited I am to get back into it. FF14 is not a perfect game, Zenless is not a perfect game, and any of the other games I will play on this channel or privately are not perfect games, but they fill different niches that I need in my life to enjoy. And if other people aren't liking them, that's fine. That's valid. And if other people are liking them, that's great. But if anyone's being so loud that you can't just have a simple conversation about, oh, this is something I did not care for, or, oh, I thought this was great, let's have a conversation. If you can't stop ranting about stuff, you can't have a normal conversation. That's not normal conversation. Like, people need to start figuring this out. That is not normal or necessary. You can have a simple conversation about something without having to put your entire emotion and hyperbolic ass into the conversation. And then you avoid making someone feel stupid for enjoying something, but you yourself also probably seem like less of a jackass because you're not letting these tens or hundreds of hours of being upset at something reveal themselves so much. This is all important to me because I feel like some people need to hear that while these talking points are valid, a lot of this is overblown. If you like something, it's okay to like it. Just be willing to look at something with a more critical lens while also recognizing other people's problems are not yours. And it seems like, oh, well, obviously, Basil, but no, seriously. I know people who are playing FF14 and Party Finder for hundreds of hours and driving themselves crazy. And I've told them, dudette, person, go play other games, go do other hobbies, and they bounce back immediately with, no, but this is my big hobby, this is my big game. I don't think anyone should be dedicated to just one thing. One aspect of entertainment, one aspect of your life should not be everything about who you are. I don't find that to be healthy, and I feel like that makes you're pigeonholing yourself into only doing one thing, and you're exhausting yourself to the point of just not liking it anymore. Sure, you get really, really good at that game. Sure, you get really enticed with that community. But is it worth it? Like, are your social skills and are your ability to have a conversation being helped by you losing yourself to tens or not hundreds of hours of just complaining or gushing about one thing? I'm making the big argument that that's a no, and you gotta be able to do other stuff. And if you don't, you're just gonna be stuck in this mire and this loop of negativity or blind praise, and you're just gonna kind of like push people away. Like I almost did this. I almost fell into this trap of always wanting to talk about, oh, here's the latest thing, or here's the latest drama in the game I like. And there's definitely still like going to be those moments of, oh, hey, did you hear about this? Yeah, I had to stop playing for a little while. I'm trying to like see how I feel about something. I mean, even now with Twitch, like Twitch is doing their usual idiocy, and I tweeted like, oh my god, I can't believe they're doing this, but then you catch me like person to person, it's like, yeah, that was the heat of the moment, but like in truth, I do need to leave Twitch for a while, and I need to explore other avenues, and I need to figure out what's going on before I feel comfortable coming back, if at all. And then you move on. You just go to the next conversation. Like, just don't let one aspect or one portion of a hobby you're into dictate your entire personality or dictate your entire ability to enjoy things. And if you're gonna say something like, oh, but like there's no other game that's like this, it's like, that's fine, but there is. There are other games that can fill the void, I promise you. I should know. I jump games all the time, and I'm living a happier life for it. Alright, with that said, but only Star Trek can fill my void. Nah, you gotta get more into more than just Star Trek, Ashley. I know you're being cheeky. I know you're being cheeky. But like, this is what I'm saying, is that like, if Star Trek is the only sci-fi thing you can ever enjoy, you're missing out on so much, especially stuff that either was inspired by or frankly just does stuff better than Star Trek, or even just differently. Not even like better, just things being different is good, because it can either help you appreciate what you already love, or it can help you see a different, oh, that's an interesting take that like the other thing I like went into. Listen, Ashley, I'm gonna be honest with you, Star Trek is great, it's pretty good. Man, is it mostly boring. You could never catch me enjoying Star Trek for very long. Like, I can enjoy snippets of Star Trek, but it is a rather dull show. Star Trek has different Star Trek, so I'm good. Alright, but okay, so I'm gonna put you on blast a little bit, Ashley, because you're kind of like living up to my point. So different Star Trek can be good. Like, a franchise that, like, is able to evolve and be different is good. But the issue that I find... Okay, you haven't watched enough Star Trek, though, if that's your opinion. You're right, I haven't, but there's also nothing that Star Trek does that really engages me. Like, this is the thing. When I say, oh, Star Trek is kind of boring, that is where, like, the conversation goes into, oh, well, I kind of like more of this, or I'm more in the mood of this. Let me on the mic, I'll destroy you. I don't want you to destroy me. I want you to listen to me. Because this is, Ashley, you are literally the poster child of what I just got done talking about. Literally trying too hard to defend your favorite thing when all I said was, that's a little boring. I don't really, the Star Trek I've seen I don't think is that interesting. But there is stuff there, like snippets of Star Trek is really cool. And I'm like, oh shit, that is a good scene. But like, there's just not enough there for me to enjoy. That's fine. You likely will find a part of Star Trek for me to like. But this is what I'm saying. There's more sci-fi out there than just Star Trek. And if you keep watching Star Trek as it evolves and goes into like the modern era, I feel like it's worthwhile to be like, hey, where did Star Trek get these ideas from? Or what other shows or what other things have done stuff like Star Trek, but different? Like, better is so subjective. And it really comes down to, like, your personal preference, the execution of the medium. Oh, what's up, Kath? Welcome. We're in the middle of, I started doing a talking point. Excuse me. I started doing a talking point so I could have a fun clip to put on YouTube, and now I realize, oh no, I've opened up the doors. So this is like a perfect example of like kind of what I'm saying. Like it's being done facetiously. Like in this comparison, it's two people like, oh, I'll make you like Star Trek. Have a good one, Paper. It's mostly for laughs. I agree with you, you need to watch more things. However, do truly believe Star Trek has something engaging for most every type of person. That is perfect. That's fine. That's great. And that's the thing. Like, Star Trek is something that can fill up a spot. And here's the thing. To meet you on your level, I don't think I would be ever against trying out Star Trek. I think I would just need to be in the right mood to give it a shot. But I'm also not going to go out of my way to say Star Trek bad, because I've not experienced it enough. I've only dabbled in it. And a lot of the stuff I've dabbled in is pretty good. But it's never grabbed me. It's not my thing. Which in part is because sci-fi or futuristic sci-fi is generally not my thing. I'm much more on the modern, urban, or fantasy kind of track. I'm not a big futuristic sci-fi person. Which affects a lot of, like, the discussion. But imagine, chat, if Ashley was actually being belligerent. Like, was actually being angry that, like, I would dare say, like, oh, Star Trek is not that great. You need to do other things. That is, like, the kind of conversations people are having online. And it is exhausting because I feel like there's a lot of fun to be had about, like, screaming and yelling and having a good time with friends you're close with. But imagine all of the fun being taken out of the conversation. Like, Ashley is my editor, and they're a friend that I'm growing to enjoy their company more. We're both bombastic, and we both have those, like, ah, you son of a bitch! Like, it's good times. It's genuinely good times. But imagine if that energy is not there and it's just animosity of a thing you like being said is bad. Even if what you said wasn't even that it was bad. It's just, oh, I don't really like it all that much. I've seen snippets and it just hasn't grabbed me. This is a perfect example of someone in a much more comfortable conversation. We are joking, we're having a convo, but in a belligerent moment, you could have someone who just rants and rants and rants, and you just can't get a word in edgewise. And now imagine that same thing if it's the reverse, and I was just screaming at Ashley about how much Star Trek sucks and all of these things going on. That's what it's like to have a conversation on the internet right now, and it's so fucking exhausting. And this is why I wanted to take a moment to just chat and say, hey, this is what I've been thinking about. This is what I've been doing. And this is why I say you should definitely go outside of just one thing. You should look at other things. You should try other things. It doesn't mean you have to stop enjoying your comfort thing. Like Ashley will always obviously enjoy Star Trek. I will always enjoy Power Rangers and Final Fantasy. But there is going to be points where you're just going to have to understand, oh, this is not someone's bit. This is not someone's thing. And then moving on. Because you can't have a more interesting conversation. Like, I still hold myself as an old... Okay, not old, because... Okay, New Who, I guess, is, like, what we refer it to now. But, like, the Doctor Who revival, I was a big fan all the way through Matt Smith's era, and then kind of fell off of Peter Capaldi. And as much as I love Matt Smith's era, there's plenty of episodes where I'm like, nope, this was bad, why did they do this, this was awful. But there's also a lot of stuff where I'm like, oh shit, this is really fun, this is really good storytelling. And I've watched several videos, like, breaking down Doctor Who and showing, like, where it fails as a story. And there are several moments where I'm like, Yep. No, exactly. And the best, you know what's funny is that Peter Capaldi was a great doctor. I just could not take Moffat's writing. Stephen Moffat just, oh boy, just not a fan. But Peter Capaldi as the Doctor, loved his performance. Really loved a lot of the side characters too. Like I got to see some of the side characters. They were done a little dirty, but I thought they were still written really well. But got some really mess stories. But that's the thing. If you have someone sit down and like pick apart my favorite Doctor Who episodes, but they're doing it in a either entertaining or more calm manner of being like, hey, we're here to have a good time. If you like it, you like it, it's fine. I've watched people that I love on YouTube dissect stuff that I really enjoy, and then I heavily disagree with them. I think one of the best examples I can give is Cosmonaut Quickie. Well, not Cosmonaut Quickie, but Cosmonaut. His review of Black Panther. I watched it. I kind of agreed with some aspects of it, but then I had some like really cool conversations with friends at the time, and I realized that like Cosmonaut was not engaging with Black Panther in a way that showed that it was a much better story and a much more entertaining thing than what they were giving it. And then I watched FD Signifier's video, and way more stuff about like the beauty of what's going on with Black Panther just pops a lot more. Because it's from another perspective of life entertainment that I cannot click with, but I can recognize, and I can be like, oh, yeah, see, this is what my other friends were talking about. Now, Cosmonaut is not someone who, like, fosters belligerent conversation, but that's, like, this is the perfect example of, I usually love Cosmonaut, usually agree with him, could not disagree more on Black Panther. FD Signifier, also, someone I super agree with on a lot of things, or I have a lot of like, oh wow, you made me think about this. I could not agree further. I agree on almost every point he talks about with Black Panther. And the conversation is just super relaxed at the end of the day, where you're like, this person gets it. I love this. A good relationship with media is loving while accepting faults within. Agreed. And, like, that's sort of, like, the biggest thing. And thanks to you guys popping in chat and me being able to ramble more, I actually feel like I was able to, like, get my point better across on, at least for me, what feels like more engaging and more fun conversations to have over media versus just rants and rambles and anger. Like, as I've said before, I have friends who love the shit out of Zenless and 14. I have friends who hate them both. There are friends I can't have conversations like this with because I know they're just gonna, like, be belligerent, they're going to be hyperbolic as hell, and they're gonna lose their shit. And it's like, dude, I just sat down. I'm not trying to listen to this. Like, that's not the energy here. But then there are friends where I am totally down to get, like, hilariously, comedically over the top with and have a good time. But you can tell. You can tell when the energy of the room is just off. And something that I want more people to try and think about, because I have been here before, and I feel I've attuned with it now. If you can tell the vibe is off with what you can and can't talk about, it might be time to find other friends where you can talk about it. Like, keep your friends. If you feel comfortable, like, keep your old friends, obviously. But, you know, if there's just an energy that you can't click with, there's nothing wrong with walking away. Like, I love Star Trek, however, my lord, it has some garbage stories and many issues. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's, like, and that's the thing. Everything's going to have those issues. How much those issues bother you is completely worth discussion and debate. But not if you're just gonna have someone literally bitching in your ear. And you're just like, if the conversation turns into, I disagree, I like this, and they're like, well, why can't you explain why? If the only way that you can respond is saying, I think a big issue with internet discussion is you need to be correct. Exactly. I wish I had thought about that before. That's true. There's a correct and incorrect way of thinking, but there's not. But there's unless the thing you're talking about is like a methodology or an action on hurting someone, there's no correct way to interact with art. And more people need to hear this, more people need to experience this, and I just feel like we're gonna have a much happier existence if more people do that. And that includes me. I say all this because I am also that person who, like, will flip out and, like, get a, like, old angry video game nerd fan comes out. So, yeah. I'm no better than anyone else, so this is a conversation to me as it is as well to all of you. If someone says to me Star Trek is perfect media and I can't say otherwise, like, there is in episodes where they go so fast they turn into lizards, please. That is fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, with that, God, with that, like, myriad of bullshit said, let's jump in to doing some Zenless shenanigans. Still gonna fist fight me because I think Star Trek is boring. You're only proving my point.
Look what I found.
Okay, so there's multiple aspects that I haven't, like, opened up in the areas yet. Like, I still haven't gotten over here yet, but I think that doesn't open up until I get some of the other areas to be popped up. Alright. Oh, okay, I see. And hit this. Show me the money! Okay. Nice, nice. What do you got for me, friend? Some equipment. Hello. And boop again. There we go. Yeah, we're getting that good juice. We sipping that orange juice. Yeah, let me go ahead and shrink myself a little bit because I'm a wee bit big. Supply box. Has been checked already. Going over the equipment that has been checked already. Oh, interesting. Okay, I think I see what I'm supposed to do with this puzzle. Okay, hold on. So if I do... No, that's not correct. Hold on. Ah, puzzles. The thing that one of the many things I'm awful at, but I still enjoy. I'll wait. Damn it. Okay. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay, there we go.
Look what I found.
Okay, now we have to do these fights because there's really not much else to do. Let's throw hands! So while I'm doing this, chat, what do you guys feel about the whole, like, situation of right way to interact with media? Because I rambled to all of you about, like, this is what I feel, this is where I am at with, like, interactions of media. One of the big things, I'm just never going back to Reddit. Like, I will go to Reddit to, like, try to, like, source information, but oh my god, I am just not about to, like, ruin myself trying to share my opinions on Reddit anymore. It is absolutely not worth it. Because, like, the funny thing about Reddit is, like, either you're too late to the conversation and everyone's already had it, so there's, like, no point. Or, people just really don't like that you're talking about a thing, but you didn't do a good job of, like, talking about it. And I'll be very upfront. I'm not trying to sound super jaded because I couldn't figure out Reddit. Like, I'll be upfront. I don't understand Reddit. Like, my god, do I not understand Reddit. I have had posts that explode, and then I have a post that people are still interacting with, even long after I've like left them alone, and I've already gotten downvoted to hell. Like, one of the funniest moments on Reddit, actually, was when somebody brought up a post I had made. And it was a post that I made, like, practically 2 months ago, right? And they were like, oh, this is stupid opinion. Why'd you even type this? And I literally posted, brother, like, I made this post 2 months ago. Like, what are you doing here? Like, I've long abandoned this discussion point. Like, the only reason it's still up is because I don't like to see myself as a coward who deletes every post he loses at. Like, why are you here? And he's like, yeah, I just keep getting this fucking post advertised to me on Reddit. And I'm like, why? It got downvoted. If it got downvoted to all hell, like, I don't care how many people commented on the post, like, why are people still seeing it? If, by Reddit's own rules, I'm the lol cow, and I made the bad opinion. Like, why is this still a thing?
Starlight, shine bright.
God, I love Billy. Oh, I have boosted this man up so much and made him so powerful. So fucking happy with myself.
What I found.
Oh, I think we found another puzzle area. Hooray! That's up to 60%, baby. We getting the juice. You can even see it. Look, it's the juice. It's juicing. Let me show you the juicing. See that's got a little bit of the juice. What kind of juice you guys think it is? I can't remember what it's called, what it is, and maybe it's still around just under a different brand name. But do you guys remember the old commercials with, like, the orangutans drinking, like, pouched, like, orange juice? It was everywhere when I was a kid, and I actually got to drink some, and I was like, oh, this is not bad. But I haven't drinking it since I was an actual child, and I'm just sitting here like, what the hell was the juice? And you know, when I think to look it up on Google, I forget, and I'm not about to spend an entire day, like, an entire stream of researching what was this juice. There we go.
Look what I found.
What I think is going to happen is I'm either going to find out that the juice that I'm talking about is still very much alive. It's just under a different brand name. Here we go. Database 6. Oh, new set of mini games. Let's go. Oh, it's like whack-a-mole. I kind of like this one. Oh, it's making me go fast, chat. Okay, something else that I really want to talk about. I have heard, and I can't say that, like, I've experienced this, but I've heard jokes be said about the younger generation saying things like, look at this, like, you know, say, like, oh, look at this, chat, but, like, outside of, like, streams. How real is that? Like, genuinely, like, are the children okay? Because, like, there's something, like, that is how I actually learned what brain rot is. Like, the term brain rot, I didn't fully grasp, like, oh, what's this newfangled thing the kids are talking about? What is this new term? Brain rot? Is it 'cause they're sitting in front of the television too long? No, but, like, I've heard people refer to, like, saying, oh, hey, chat, and they're, like, in real life, just doing shit. And I think that is both the cringiest and saddest thing ever. Because I hear that and I'm just like, how are you this chronically online? This is actually kind of related to what we were talking about before, but like so many people are so chronically online that they say that. And like, I feel bad like thinking like, am I just out of the loop? Is this like not super awkward and weird? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I actually hit too many buttons. Okay, the purple one goes away way faster. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. I win. But, like, I'm trying to think if, like, I ever did that. And I guess, like, the closest comparisons I can make is, like, doing the office stare. Like, whenever you have that moment where you just, like, stare off and, like, make the face. But I feel like we picked up very early on, very quickly, like, oh, that looks super awkward if you just look like you're doing that and making a face. You probably need to mention that what you're doing, or like, instead of just making the face, you kind of explain the joke. Like, someone says something really dumb, like, oh, it can't be that hard, can it? And then you say, or you say as you do when you look at a friend, it's like, proceeds to stare at screen, or proceeds to look at the camera. Like, that makes more sense. It's like you're setting up a joke to, like, a universally recognized trope, right? So, like, in the same vein, I could see a younger generation being, like, making that kind of facetious as well. Like, they look to their friend, it's like, hey, chat, take a look at this guy. But that still feels weird, doesn't it? Like, that's still so awkward. Referring to, like, to me, the reason why it seems so odd, right, is because it feels like you're referring to, like, people around you as numbers, as these faceless people, or these faceless beings that you just you talk to. It's chat. Because, like, either it's one of three things with having, like, a live audience, right? You either have way too many people that you cannot talk to, so, like, you kind of try to keep track and then just say, like, hey, chat, or what's going on, chat. Or you have not that many people, especially lurkers, who are just hanging out, and you just, like, talk to people because the whole point of this hobby is to be like, hey, even if I can't see them...
Your daydreaming stance could be a work of art comparable to the neoclassical sculpture, the Toilet Thinker.
Fairy, I will fucking give you a Trojan virus, so help me God. Well, I feel like the evolution of this thing, like, get a load of this guy, chat. It's like, it needs to be expanded upon because referring to people as chat feels so awkward and so disingenuous. I can't, like, put it any other way. Just referring to real life people as chat because it's the cool thing to do. It's not funny. It's not clever. And, like, it's not a universal trope that people pick up on. It's so awkward. And maybe by me talking about it, I've somehow manifested it into real life more. But I'm hoping that it's a lot more overblown than what I've heard it be referred to. Okay, that control terminal's still down. Ow. Ooh, gotta be careful. The juice!
Is this my allowance?
Oh, did I unlock? Yeah, I unlocked the other database. Let's go. Wait. Oh, I don't want the gold star? I just, like, saw the gold star and, like, tried to pick it up. Okay, hold on. I'm so confused. I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, touch the gold star or not now. Because it seems like it, like, super fucked me over. Okay, I am definitely supposed to touch the gold star when, like, the barrier gets bigger. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, man, I was panicking there for a second. Hooray! Supply box.
All right, it's our lucky day.
Okay, is there anything I missed? No, I think this is the last little boss for this one. What have you guys noticed that are, like, some, like, awkward things going on that, like, either younger or older generation? I'm gonna be honest. Feel free to come out and be like, Basil, why does your generation do this? I might be able to give an explanation. I can't say that, like, I'm, like, able to, like, explain every, like, weird thing. There will definitely be things culturally, and there will be things, there'll be things that culturally, like, there's no way for me to explain, like, why, like, one group does one thing.
My turn.
Not only that, but there will also be things where it's just like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, why is this a thing? It's like, I couldn't tell you. It's dumb. Either I don't want to tell you because I'm embarrassed, or like, no, like actually we don't know, like we have no idea why this is a thing.
Feel the power of Starlight.
Standing by.
I'd love to know what are like some weird millennial things that other people hear or see us do, and they're just like, why are you kids like this? More specifically, I want to hear, like, from the younger generation, because, like, all my life I've been hearing the older generation, the generations older than me asking, like, why are you like this? I learned it from watching you, Dad!
Easy target. Perfect. In my sights. It's my turn.
Boop. Boop. Boom. There we go.
Invincibility.
Round and around and stop.
Leave the last one.
Switching it up.
Showtime.
Super buffed! Get fucked, idiot. Recommended level 38. You can recommend these nuts. Okay, I think we're ready to leave. The interesting is how the hell do I get out of here? I like vaguely remember. Oh wait, oh, no, I can't get to that supply box yet. You have specifically booked the Golden Week Premium package. Oh boy, what has our sister gotten us into? Hell yeah, getting all the goodies. I got the best hacker reward already. Let's go. Let's go. Damn, I'm just that good. This could be very useful. This is actually not a bad one to give a handful of different characters. It's not a bad Wenjin, I gotta say. Yeah, baby. You love to see it. You love to see Basil win. Okay. I think it's time to go ahead and do... So, what you guys didn't see before on this one is that Lycon has a benefactor, or is, like, working for someone whose kid is trying to be a phantom thief. Very cringy about it, and she may be getting in over her head with the phantom thief group that somehow Lycon is affected by. Here's my theory. I think Lycon, in an earlier part of his life, was a part of this group, and he's aware of, like, the chicanery they get into, and now that this little girl's trying to get in with this group, he's like, okay, something's wrong, because there's also a mention about how the group shouldn't be around anymore, that, like, they disbanded years ago, but yet, here we are. let's go ahead and continue part 2. Regarding the Mockingbird incident from before, I've conducted a preliminary investigation. It seems as though this organization is deliberately trying to get close to Miss Lilac after all. That's right, the true intentions of these people remain unclear. However, I have already prepared my bait. Perhaps a big fish will take a bite soon. Actually, there's one more thing I'd like to discuss with you. If it's not too much to ask, could you spare some time around this time tomorrow? Oh, for you, Bubala, anything. I have some doubts about this case that I hope we can clear up together.
Ah, you are very punctual. I wanted to discuss with you that recently, Miss Lilac has been acting rather strange. While she usually frequents the bookstore, recently, she has been going to the noodle shop instead.
Okay. Did Master Chopper, his son, like, piss you off? Why we dissing the noodle shop, my guy? It's a great place.
What's wrong with the noodle shop? Noodles are pretty good.
I apologize. I have no bias against noodles. What I mean is, Miss Lilac's least favorite food is noodles. She even...
Okay, then she just deserves to die, sorry.
Food? That's so last year. It's a new year now. Have some creativity.
I was not expecting Glycon to sound so annoying. He gave her, he gave her the, "May I take your hat, sir?" Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, I love this voice actor.
Lilac seems to be quite the comic nerd.
In addition, according to what her chauffeur and bodyguard said, she even skipped her extra classes today. This is completely unprecedented. Miss Lilac has always been well-behaved and never skips classes. Even in her free time, she spends it almost entirely reading comics. I have a suspicion that this all might have to do with that so-called Mockingbird organization.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. Lilac is sounding like after me ranting to you all for like 30 minutes about like how much being an like constantly online Redditor is not worth it, and yet here we go. Guys, it's all connected. It's all connected. You may think I'm just rambling for nonsense, but there's a logic behind my madness. I swear it.
Did the Phantom Thieves teach Lilac bad habits?
Yes, I believe so. In any case, in order to ensure that there are no potential threats to her safety, I wish to do some investigating at the places she frequents. If I could be so bold as to ask you to accompany me, I believe you are likely more familiar with Lumina Square than I am.
Sure. I can be a proxy for Lumina Square, too. I've memorized the locations of all the stores there.
Of course you have, Weiss. Of course you have. You fucking nerd.
There was something else I wished to discuss with you. May I call you Master while investigating, just in case? Using this to cover our identities will be more convenient for us.
Okay, I don't know what it says about the game developers that your choices are yes or yes. Or the fact that these would be my answers too.
By all means, go ahead.
Thank you for your cooperation. Then, let us begin from the noodle shop.
Oh, damn. General Chop Jr. got some shit going on. Oh, it's you, Wise. Well, sorry, I'm in the middle of something right now, and there's a stream of customers queuing out the door. We've been short-staffed at the shop recently, and the part-time kids aren't always able to come in. Besides making all the noodles, I have to serve all the diners, too. Some people take an eternity just to order. I'm just swamped here. Would it make things more efficient if you were to know in advance what each customer in the queue wished to order? Of course it would. If I could get their orders in advance, then I could really focus on the noodles. I see. I have a proposal to address this problem. You can judge for yourself if it's appropriate. One sec, I'm going to take a big swig of water because I'm about to be saying a lot of words. With your assent, we could sign a temporary contract. I can help you ask your diners about their preferences, give them some appropriate suggestions, and summarize everything into a table. Of course, I won't be requiring any form of compensation. I just hope you can take the time to answer a few questions once you're less busy. Trust us on this. If you say so, Wise, then I'll leave things with you. Oh, I think a white ball is better. Wow, it's a Thyron attendant. Who looks so suave. Oh my god, can I glomp you? Later. Good day. Our restaurant provides a menu service that matches you with dishes that suit your needs to increase efficiency. May I ask, what appeals to your taste? They just start, like, making those noises and wiggling their eyebrows, looking at Weiss like, you know what I'm talking. They just keep doing that back and forth, like, and just keep nodding at each other. They just turn into, like, pervy versions of Mordecai and Rigby. That's a little direct, isn't it? I like him hot and arrogant. I'm also... I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna hide from... Why do I keep doing... Why does the game consistently, and I mean consistently, keep accepting my dumb bits? Oh my god, that's beautiful. I hate it, but it's absolutely beautiful. Oh shit. That's on me. I didn't explain myself clearly enough. What I meant to say was, how do you like your noodles? Oh, in that case, I like sweet noodles. Master, based on this diner's description, I have identified their main request, white bowl, preferably on the sweeter side. Is there anything you could suggest? White bowl, pumpkin soup, seafood. Now we're going with pumpkin soup. I've got one last question for you. May I please pet your tail? The tail has a different bright... Yeah, baby! I loved that. I actually loved that so much. Look at this crowd. How long are you going... How long... Actually, no. Look at this crowd. How long are we going to be waiting for? Is it really that hard to get a bite to eat around here? Good day. Our restaurant provides a menu service that matches you with blah 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 blah. Excuse me, how do you like your noodles? You mean flavor? Well, of course, it's gotta be spicy. Noodles without chill is like an ethereal without a hollow. It's not natural. Yes, because the multi-dimensional pockets full of fuck-off monster mutants. Completely natural. I'm sorry, but noodles that aren't spicy do exist in the world, or at least they do here. If you want some, we got it. Master, based on this, a black bowl, piping hot, in a dish with meat. Mushroom noodles, red chili, red chili. Oh god. It's like somebody took Natsu from Fairy Tail and mixed him with Brock from Pokemon. How about the white bowl of fried barbecue noodles? It's one of our most popular dishes. That sounds pretty good, but isn't fried barbecue a little greasy? I like eating meat, but it's not very healthy if it's greasy. How about a black bowl of red chili chicken noodles? The soup isn't greasy, and it's good for your immune system. It does sound good, but the black bowl has red chili in it. Won't that be a bit too spicy? Oh my god. That's not what whatever means. Okay, green pepper chicken, green pepper meat noodles, bone broth noodles. Ugh. Meaty but not greasy. I mean, it would have to be green pepper then, yeah? Okay. Bone broth. Oh my god, why was that the answer? God. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between, if you're dating someone that's gonna drink bone broth ramen, run. That is a dangerous individual who cannot be trusted. They have no palate. They've been eating chicken fingers and macaroni their entire life. Don't trust them. That's it. You guys are moving fast. Let me see. This is a complete clear table with prominent, easy-to-read items. You really are a gem of a worker. Once I'm financially independent, I'd love to have such a capable attendant helping out with daily operations in the shop. And just to think of all the customers he'll attract just by standing there. Your praise honors me, but you surely are joking. I am merely a humble attendant. He's one hell of a butler. I know, it's the obvious joke, and Black Butler sucks, and it's really creepy. But that's such a good line! That's a hard line! It's so good! Dude, I have to talk to like 1 million people a day. I gotta be specific. She speaks utter nonsense. Oh yeah, that crazy bitch! Oh, I have to do this. I wonder how many people, like, were immensely inappropriate on stream during this. Oh my god, I wonder if I could ask Ashley to just go through and find a bunch of people's reactions. I would have to find them myself. God, that'd be so much, and it would be so unnecessary.
I did not expect Miss Lilac would actually work here part-time. Logically speaking, she would not lack pocket money to spend. Unless perhaps she's saving up to purchase something particularly expensive.
Maybe?
Is it possible that Lilac wants to instead buy that painting she was going to steal?
As expected of a great proxy such as yourself, you came to this conclusion immediately as well. Lilac's parents have been planning to sell.
I like getting praised. I like getting praised by this guy.
Is amongst them, and I hear it was reserved a couple of days ago. But that painting is not cheap. If I had to guess, I'd say it costs about
I like an impossibly large number. That's gonna age well, actually.
Wait a second. How much? Could someone her age really afford something like that?
Well, in terms of material wealth, my employer is indeed quite affluent.
Material wealth? Is there another kind of wealth?
Miss Lilac's parents are usually exceptionally busy and are unable to spend time with her. However, they are very strict and expect the best from her. No matter what she is doing, she usually has a chauffeur or bodyguards to accompany her. Well, excuse me, monitor her actions would be a more apt way to put it. Every day after school, Miss Lilac also has endless extracurricular and supplementary classes to attend. Though she may have material wealth, is she truly happy? I've been wondering ever since I took over attendant duties for this household. Perhaps that is exactly why Miss Lilac spends so much time with her comics. At the very least, in the world of comic book fiction, she is free.
You know what? More and more, I'm growing to like Lycon. The man literally figured out the teenage girl's approach to life. She may be cringe, but truly, she is free. Oh my god, yes.
You really are a good person.
You flatter me, but I may not be how you think I am. Someone once told me that family is an everlasting, unavoidable curse placed upon a person. No matter how much you grow, no matter where you go, that curse will forever follow you like a shadow.
Damn.
When you fall to rock bottom or climb to your peak, it will appear, turning you back into that helpless, powerless child who can do nothing but hide in the closet and weep. Perhaps it is because I have never known the feeling of being bonded to someone through blood, but I've always believed that family should not be a curse, as they had told me.
One second. Sorry, I had to respond to a message. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do with this.
Family can be full of warmth. There to support you every step of the way.
I know there's gonna be a lot of people who don't click with this immensely, but I can definitely say I'm lucky that both people I consider my found family and the family that chose me in real, like my family. I'm very lucky to be able to like have a very good relationship with both.
I believe Lilac chose to work part-time due to her family as well. Perhaps her savings are just short of being able to afford the painting, and she does not wish to ask her parents for help. Or perhaps she simply wants to obtain something through the efforts of her own two hands. However, what I am most worried about is that if Miss Lilac did manage to buy the painting, it would then follow that she would meet with members of Mockingbird. If this is so, she may end up in danger. So, could I be so bold as to ask you to accompany me to another location?
Hell yeah!
I should be able to confirm where exactly that painting will end up.
Where will the painting go? Where will the painting go? Oh, this young gentleman here, interested in buying some jade? We just got a new batch in. You gotta be kidding me. How could a young gentleman like you with a top-notch wolf thyron attendant not have any money? Are Thyrans second-class citizens? I don't think that's been addressed, but, like, it feels weird that, like, he pointed it out as a wolf Thyran. This is, How about this? I'll cut you a 12% discount. I'm practically giving it away. Just consider it a way to make friends. The name's Casey. Every pawn trader around here knows my name. You guys are lucky to have bumped into me. Mr. Casey, we are not here to shop. Have you heard about that famous piece of art at the museum getting torched? Do you know who did this? It was the artist himself. All his works are supposed to be fireproof. If it burned, it's definitely a fake. Alright, your turn. Which organization has the highest success rate in our field so far? Mockingbird, or to be more precise, the formerly active Mockingbird. Ha! I never would have guessed a couple of decent-looking guys like you were actually in the know. Guess you deserve a bonus question. Who's the leader of Mockingbird? That's not one of our code words. I'm just messing with you. If you knew the answer to the industry's biggest secret, you wouldn't be standing here, would you? Cool. We're playing this cool. We're playing this sly. Fine. Got anything you need to sell? My cut's a fixed 20%, no discounts. No, we'd like to ask you for more information. Naturally, we shall offer appropriate compensation. Oh, looking for a little bit of intel, huh? You come to the right person. But rules is rules. If you want the info, I need the code word. And your master has to give it to me, too. The most famous piece of art at the museum was torched. Who was the arsonist? The artist himself. Very good, correct. Which organization has the highest success rate in our field so far? Mockingbird. Very good, very good. Tell me then, what do you want to know? It's about the painting, Divine Heart. It's about the painting, Divine Heart. Do you know who the buyer is? Oh, that? And you really have to come to the right place. The buyer of that painting? It's a little girl, I believe. Kids these days, each richer than the last. And that's precisely as I predicted. Got it. Thank you for the information. Oh, by the way, fucking called it that he's a part of Mockingbird. No problem. Oh yeah, one more question for the attendant. You working solo these days, or do you have a partner? Surely this pampered gentleman here with his innocent Bambi eyes isn't your partner, right? I once had a partner. But now, we are enemies. Ooh, that happens all the time in this line of work. We've all had our partners who end up becoming our enemies. So why did you split? Trouble dividing your cuts equally? Come on, spill the beans. I love hearing these stories. I'm sorry, that's private. Yikes, judging by the look on your face, you must have parted ways in some spicy drama. Shame we didn't know each other back then. I'm a top mediator in this industry, and maybe if I'd stepped in, you'd still have peacefully splitting your profits. So what is your former partner up to now? Have they got any good stuff? Come on, tell me I'll pay top Denny. It's okay. Thank you for helping out, Master. Mr. Casey, here's your promise. That's a big word. Remuneration? Let us hereby part ways.
You seem to have something about which you would like to inquire. Please, go ahead.
Like Connor, you a dirty bitch. You a dirty whore.
What exactly is your line of work?
As you can see, I am merely a normal attendant. I understand your confusion. However, this concerns my past. It also concerns my nemesis.
I see. You haven't said anything yet, but I think I get it.
Indeed. They are memories I would rather not bring up. In any case, that past is not pleasant.
Alright, well, I'll let you off the hook now, but I'll keep it in mind.
The way I like this is that I like that you could play Weiss as, like, the most gremlin-y gremlin ever. But, like, there's just something about the way that he holds himself where sometimes it's worth being a gremlin, but, like, with characters like Lycon where, like, you easily have respect for them, it's so out of character and feels off to, like, go full gremlin mode on them. So I'm choosing not to.
you for your understanding. As a matter, many of them are so cunning, they will take advantage of any weaknesses they perceive. It takes patience and effort to deal with them. If you ever come across such merchants in the future, please be careful. And do not give your trust lightly. Seeing as Miss Lilac has already obtained the painting, she must be meeting with the people from Mockingbird soon. We must stop her before that happens. She should have just finished her supplementary classes. Let's head over and take a look.
Teleportation! So Mockingbird is a super mean Phantom Thief syndicate? They can get a hold of anything if they want. Not even Tops can stop them. Really? I'm not buying it. Don't you believe me? The biggest case at the time was the Limerick Hotel. That's right, that's the one. You also a fan of Mockingbird? Not really, I just happen to know a thing or two about them. I've got a question I'd like to ask you all. Do you know Miss Lilac? Sure, she's in our cram class. But I don't think she's here today. She was here earlier, but she's already left. Not sure what's up with her. She's always on about companion of justice stuff. Totally weird if you ask me. No, you're just not getting it. She's trying to be edgy. Edgy? That's ancient. Kinda like my genetics, since I can't I'm awake. Yeah, that trend died like last decade. Oh, buddies, I'm unfortunate to be the bearer of bad news that while I agree with you, no, the people are edgy and are still around. I am skimming this because I do not want to keep doing these voices. But yeah, she's a rich kid who's having trouble finding people. Can I just like point out how much I love that there's like always like people around and like there's like this is a living, breathing world. Like these kids playing at the sandbox and like with their grandpa. You can't like talk to them. You can't, like, do, like, they're just here. It's like, oh, do you kids have fun in the weird little sandbox? Don't poop in the hole. But, Grandpa, that's what we built it for. No! Onward to help Lilac. God. This girl has to be getting tired. Okay, yeah, she's not nearly as far as she was before. She's definitely getting tired. This poor kid is just lashing out. I hate saying it, but I really can relate. Like, in my 20s, I was just mad as fuck at the world, and I lashed out at everyone around me.
Miss Lilac, please. We have no ill intentions. And I do not agree with what those other students said about you. I merely want to warn you that Mockingbird is suspicious. It is possible you may encounter danger if you go.
Even if I'm in danger, it doesn't concern you. In the end, you're just an attendant that my parents hired. Why are you trying to stick your nose into everything?
Because he is one hell of an attendant.
Just like those other people. You must think I'm a freak, just like they do. Well, I'm so sorry that you're forced to take care of someone who only causes trouble, who no one loves, who's edgy,
I've never thought that. Miss Lilac, you are the respectable, important employer of Victoria Housekeeping. We would never treat someone like yourself with such utter disrespect.
I am falling for this guy so hard. Oh my god. Cause like, listen, I'm a judgy bitch. I internalize a lot of stuff that I shouldn't say, and I frankly don't want to say, but like the thoughts go in my think brain, and they just start barking. The way Lycon said that, I can 100% believe him that, like, oh, I never would know! The thought never crossed my mind! That would be so unbecoming of me and yourself! Like, the fact that she is a client of his is enough for him to say, nope, I would never be like this. I could never. And that's really fucking cool.
But you weren't even willing to listen to what I said.
Sincere apologies. My knowledge is lacking. I have yet to better understand popular subcultures, such as what being edgy truly means. I shall make sure to take lessons and educate myself on it.
Let's be real. Isn't it a little unfair to expect others to understand such over-the-top language? I mean, the only reason I get it is, 'cause
I'm kind of special.
It doesn't matter anymore. This is all just the price I need to pay to become a companion of justice. I bought the painting so I can finally meet with them. The people at Mockingbird told me that I'm the most promising recruit yet.
Oh
I
no.
will join them and become a companion of justice. You cannot stop me.
I understand. If that is your wish, I will not stop you. I will help you fulfill it.
You
Let's go, Lycon!
Lay twins at this time tomorrow. You know, I can in fact do this by myself. I don't need you. I've got a carrot and I've prepared weapons to deal with the ethereals. So, I don't care if you come or not. It's up to you.
That is, loving this, loving
My
this.
apologies. I have brought shame to myself. By making Miss Lilac feel uncomfortable, I have failed in my duties as an attendant.
Are you really going to do this?
Yes, I will. However, the wish I will help her fulfill is what her heart truly desires. If I'm correct in my suspicions, she doesn't simply wish to join Mockingbird. That's only what's on the surface. She has other needs, emotional needs, that are truly what she seeks to fulfill.
This man is speaking from a place of, like, I've been there. I'm like this child.
By fish, you mean?
That organization calling itself Mockingbird has contacted me. Master Proxy, may I ask you for a favor, please? This is something only you can do.
God, this story got so good. All right, we've gone through this part. After we get through this story, I think I'm gonna try to go through the next one or two. I kind of want to do Xingyi's before we go too much further, and I've already done the special episode with this one. Very short, but very fun. I actually really like that this was so, like, this was just a very interesting introduction of certain characters. I really hope we get more as time goes on, where, like, we can have interactions with Seth and interactions with Jane Doe. Because, like, the one problem I noticed with Undercarver R&B is essentially, in this story, without spoiling too much, it's all very quick pace. You kind of see where the story's going immediately. It ends also just as quickly, right? there's not nearly as much build-up like we're doing with the Lycon story, but it makes me think that there's going to be another, or there's going to be more, as we unlock the S-rank characters. So, I don't think we're done with her yet. Sorry, I have got bad drainage today. Master Proxy, everything is ready and I am already in position near the target hollow, awaiting your further instructions. Thank you, I will be waiting here for your arrival. Let's go into the story! Okay, I can grab 2 more.
I shall follow your order.
Ready for Sokaku? Ready!
Broken up. Starlight, it's time to shine.
It's not the best combo, but it's the combo that I know I'm going to like the most. I've already unlocked him, so I actually know how to fight with
The way
him.
is blocked. Let's keep going up the stairs.
So, oh! Oh, do you hear that guitar riff, yo? Oh!
Say no more. Speak off.
Easy target. Perfect. Stand still.
Oh, bring it! Boom, bitch!
Lilac still isn't here?
I set the meeting time a little early, just in case. There are still some ethereals ahead. We best get rid of this filth first.
Oh, that
Got here?
filth.
To deal with the ethereals?
Indeed. As an attendant, the safety of my client is paramount.
It's my turn.
Sukaku is so fun to play. I'm really looking forward to her character getting more of a spotlight whenever Miyabi comes out. And just having more of that faction to fiddle with. Damn it, you have never made those animations before, you little bitch.
Whoa, away your trouble!
Move over. Time for the real Starlight. Shine bright.
Ultimate power, baby!
In my sights. Stand still.
Say no more.
Gotcha, bitch. Rushing in, cause we got a wolf butler. Bop, bop, whoop, bop. Oh boy.
In position.
Up we go.
I can also become an
Nasura! Alright. So, one thing that sucks about the voice actor change is while I do overall like this voice actress more, I don't like how chipper she sounds during her ult. One thing about Sukaku that was kind of neat was, like, how the ultimate, like, she got really serious when she popped her ult. I thought it was a great, like, hint at the character. I guess one of the problems is with the different voice direction, I wonder if that was intentional, or if, like, over time they're like, oh no, we don't like that direction, please change it. Move, please, or you'll die. And flippity-doo. And slam.
Is Lilac really okay?
She may just need some time. But I believe she'll wake up. People need to go through some ups and downs in life to realize what
I like the fact that Lilac fucking fainted in the middle of a fight. Like, girl, you were not ready for this.
Starlight, don't worry. Everyone will get their share.
And, like, understandable that you weren't ready for this, but still.
Don't move. Stand still.
Come on, Splodies. Do your splodes. I've got the power. Get stomped.
awaiting order.
Hey, what's up, Worm? It's going good. I got done ranting at chat earlier about some of the things I've learned to handle online stupidity, and now we're just thirsting over Wolfman, who is just such... his cool factor was already there, but now he's just a fun fucking character. It's just good peoples. What K-dramas are you watching? I'm so out of the loop on K-dramas, so I got no fucking clue, but I am curious. Need talent like you. Just kidding! I didn't expect you to fall for this, but then, what'd you expect from a young lady who's been waiting on hand and foot? You don't even seriously believe you're the chosen one, do you? You don't, right? But you said you needed my power. We're actually interested in your parents. You think we'd have to go on all this trouble if they weren't rich? Isn't that Mockingbird all about helping the poor and needy by robbing the rich? That's exactly what we're doing. You are the rich. We did lie to you, but don't you think it's kind of your own fault? Who doesn't? Mine is right here. It's showtime, my attendant buddy. Oh, Oh, what's about to happen? Oh, the big reveal!
Lycon! No way! You...
Get fucked, idiot. Let's go, let's go!
We had a deal.
Deal? Oh, I made a deal. But not with you.
Oh, I wanted to. I understand why we're not getting to see it, but I wanted it so
Proxy,
bad.
I need your help. To investigate this so-called mockingbird, I attempted to get into contact with them to express my desire to join their organization. Through my own methods.
Also, that title sounds awesome. I might need to check that out.
I knew that, although I am currently working for Lilac's family, I am actually loyal to an unknown master. Could I trouble you with putting on an act with me? I would like you to meet with them, posing as this unknown master.
God, this. They know who they're fucking catering to. And honestly, I gotta respect it.
Leave it to me. I'm a great master.
Fantastic. I expect no less from New Eridu's greatest proxy. In order to help our disguise, I have crafted a new identity for you. You needn't worry. Simply speak as you typically would.
Oh ho! So you are the one who wishes to join Mockingbird. You may call me Codename K. What do you think? It's a great name, ain't it? Doesn't it sound awe-inspiring?
Dude. You okay, baby? Okay.
K? That's a weird name.
Okay.
Codename K. Don't just get rid of words in other people's names. Without the codename part, it won't show any of the awesome epicness of me being a final villainous boss.
Oh, so you are also into the trending subcultures among young people?
Trending subcultures? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, you must be the rumored attendant Lycon and the Gemini gods. Wait a minute. What the heck is Gemini gods?
My master has many enemies. Please understand that they cannot reveal their true name.
Enemies? Since we're all in the same line of business, I'll be straight with you. We plan to take care of her for a bit after she mistakenly stumbles into the hollow.
Yep,
Contact
yep,
her
saw this
parents for
coming.
Some of that dough. You have a similar plan, right?
Isn't that just kidnapping?
Kidnapping? How very ignorant of you. We're just taking a little fee for looking after a poor kid in the hollow.
Of course. I'm in.
As my master says, it's a deal.
So it's settled.
That's very Batman. Like, it's a deal. Like, Codename K doesn't get it, but like, we're just like, yeah, we know what that the edge in your tone is all about.
That should do it. Once we are there, we can pretend to work with them, photograph all the evidence of their wrongdoings, and then send the evidence to public security. Thank you for your cooperation.
Just what kind of identity did you give me?
Simply put, you are an influential and all-powerful head honcho of a crime syndicate that delights in doing evil. You have a network of elite agents at your beck and call, and I am one of your humble enforcers.
Damn, that's a good backstory.
There is something else I would like to discuss with you. Please do not inform Miss Lilac of any of this just yet. Speaking from personal experience, an encounter such as this cannot be resolved purely through reliance on others. We can help Miss Lilac deal with this threat. She must see through this conspiracy herself.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
Unfortunately, this is one of those things where in a fantastical world like this, this is what kind of has to happen. In real life, yeah, have fun with your K-drama, dude. In real life, this would be so dangerous and would not be suggested for anyone to do. You are so just going to get in trouble.
Thank you. I believe in Miss Lilac and her ability to overcome this.
Mr. Lycon!
Miss Lilac, until our contract ends, I am your humble attendant. An attendant will never betray their master.
Damn you! You dare toy with me? I'm the great leader of Mockingbird!
I'm terribly sorry, but our Bangbu has recorded the truth of your criminal acts. If you surrender and admit your guilt now, I trust that public security will not administer too harsh of a punishment.
No, I won't go to jail. Never. I have no other choice. It's time you have a taste of Mockingbird's claws!
Bring it, idiot. Let's go.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gotten mad after you guys helped me.
It's okay. Let's leave these ethereals to Lycon first.
As you command. O chosen one, please deliver your final judgment.
Huh?
Wait a minute. What did Lycon just say?
You never fail to impress me, Esquire Loco.
Oh god, no! They're LARPing! They're LARPing!
Showcase your real power.
Guys, this is cute and all, but your LARPing is very distracting from me kicking their asses.
Time for the real Starlight, shine bright!
Move aside!
In my sights!
Blow away your trouble.
In position.
Oh shit, I just realized he's got a slide with that. That's good. Done and dead. Ooh, ooh!
Take them down.
As you wish, my liege.
Ooh!
The day of revelation. During the embers of the waning moon. That is when your karmic retribution shall strike.
You can't get it, Mockingbirdle.
Allow me to give you a warning. Never say that name again, or else no one will be able to save you. It is
So-
done. They should no longer be able to pose a threat.
So this is actually one of my biggest criticisms and concerns with the animations. Those were good lines. That was delivered very well. You could tell how quickly Lycon's voice actor had to say those lines. There could have been so much more oomph in those moments if the animation would just slow the fuck down and let things happen. It is trying to go too fast, too often. It's something that I don't feel like nearly enough people are talking about. But during that entire animation, like, it looks good. It's good. The pacing is just off. Slow down. Excuse me. Slow down. Let your voice actors get their lines out. Then speed up and then slow down again. If it's constant go, 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 things are going to get really tiring and the quality is going to fall off hard. If there is any criticism of Zenlist that I feel like needs to be addressed ASAP, at least in the storytelling department, is that these animations need to have way more rise and fall in their pacing. It's not a problem right now, but I know this is going to be a pain in the ass for people going in the future. And I don't think it's a translation issue, because these things are needing to be clearly said at a speed that's a little over the top and insane. There's no way. Honestly, before I make this into a clip on my channel, I will go and look at the Chinese, the Japanese, etc., and see like how much of a shift this is, because there's two things that could be happening here. It could be that the translation team needs to just get better at doing like more short-formed writing so that the actors and the characters are saying things with better clarity and emphasis to the pacing, or I'm curious if other voice actors in other languages are also like having to like burn through their lines super quick. I think from how much has to be said so quickly that they're forcing all languages to just go, 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 go. That is going to hurt the animations in the long run.
That was an impressive speech, Lycon.
Yes. After we parted ways before, I took some time learning this trendy subculture. Miss Lilac, what did you think of my performance? Was it acceptable?
Oh no, poor baby. It was awful. It was so cringe. Is that what I've been sounding like this whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. It appears my imitation of popular subculture was so poor. I have angered you to tears.
Lilac isn't crying because she's angry at you.
That's right. I just got ether in my eye. That's all.
Poor baby.
I'm sorry. I was the one who dragged you into all of this. You know, when Mockingbird first reached out to me, I did notice they were really focused on me. They were super sus. But then they said I was one of the chosen. They said they needed my power. And no one has ever said anything like that to me before.
This actress is god damn. I need to learn who's voicing Lilac because she is giving it her all. This is a good performance.
And then it was like I just stopped thinking. I'm so sorry.
It's all right, really. We don't think it's your fault.
Miss Lilac, I don't think you need to be so harsh on yourself. Each and every person will have experiences like this of some sort. I once walked the wrong path as well, but it's all right. If one can turn back in time, they will manage to find their true path in life.
Thank you. Now that I think about it, that was so embarrassing. I can't believe I was going around proudly calling myself the companion of justice.
Honey, trust me, I get it. We have all been there when you look back at your life and you're like, oh god, why was I talking like you know why you were talking like that, but you're also like, oh god, why was I talking like that?
In reality, I just got tricked by a bunch of bad guys.
Well, I think what we're doing now is in the name of justice, don't you? It is only thanks to you that we were able to gain video evidence of their crimes and take them down.
Mr. Lycon.
I'm really sorry to ruin the mood here, but how are we going to move the people we knocked out of the hollow? Should I call PubSec?
That is indeed an issue. If needed, I can...
Hey, what are you doing here? Were you the ones who called?
Oh, interesting.
Public security. Why are they here?
Oh, I almost forgot. Before I entered the hollow, I set an automatic SOS. If I were gone too long, my phone would automatically call PubSec.
I respect you for that, Lilac. I like that on the off chance that anything went wrong, you were like, hey, this is a hollow. This should be dangerous. I like you, girl. I hope we get to see you. We're not gonna get to see you again, probably. But I hope we get to see you again. I like how you're written.
Huh. I didn't expect Lilac to be so prepared.
What's up with these tied-up people?
They're the legendary Phantom Thieves. Mockingbird.
I believe that sums it up. We took video evidence of the criminal activity
I might have
that were
to
being committed.
increase the voice of the game and turn the music down a little bit.
I see. Well then, I'll take these suspects back with me.
Excuse me? I'm really sorry for causing all this trouble.
Why are you apologizing? We should be thanking you. You helped public security take down an entire criminal syndicate. Good job, young lady.
Huh?
That's right, Miss Lilac. I think you do deserve the title Companion of Justice.
Thank you all so much.
Oh, this poor girl. I did not expect to get invested as much as I did in this kid's adventure, but you know what? I'm there. I'm sold. Okay, before we go any further... Aw, that's cute. Let me go ahead and hit up the options really quick and mess with the sound. Alright, we're going to turn the music down a bit and keep the volume up. There we go. I think that'll do. And I'll be right back, chat. I'm going to go check on my wife. I think we're gonna go ahead and get to the end of this storyline, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for bed. 2.5 hour stream, little shorter than what I usually do, but it's been a long day, and the fact that I got any streaming done is kind of a positive. I might be able to get some stuff in tomorrow, but for now, let's finish off this storyline, yeah? Rest up, bitch. Master Proxy, Miss Lilac said she wished to express her thanks to you both in person. Of course, we've got time.
Hello! I brought some desserts. Please, have some. I hope you like them.
Oh,
My
sweetheart.
friend recommended this flavor to me, and I bought Mom and Dad some too. It should taste real good.
Ooh, she got friends.
Well, actually, after what happened, word had been going around that one of the students helped PubSec take down a huge crime syndicate. Everyone's real curious who it is, and saying how amazing that student is.
Ah, yeah, you gave the little chuckle.
Okay, so recently, I had an idea.
Oh no.
And the true heroes are always behind the scenes. I've decided to draw my own comic series based on the topic. The protag, intent on becoming a hero, and after experiencing all kinds of encounters, eventually realizes that true justice exists in everything he's done. A story like that, yeah.
God damn it, I love this girl. She is so sweet. I want to pinch her cheeks. The delivery is doing a lot. Like, the writing is good, but this is writing in direction that is just selling this, like, this high school kid who just needs friends.
Wow, that's an epic story.
I've read a lot of comics, and though I might not be all that great at drawing now, I want to try.
I think that's a marvelous idea.
I think so too. Thank you so much. This all really means a lot to me. Mr. Lycon, Mom and Dad said that your contract with our family ended. They said you didn't renew it because your schedule is already so stacked. Though it's sad to see you go. I guess it can't be helped. But there's something I want to say to you. You're the best attendant I've ever had.
I am honored to receive such praise from you.
Let go! I am honored!
Yes, I'll be off then. Let's have dessert together again. When we get the chance.
You seem surprised.
Lilac seems to be doing well. I didn't think she would recover so quickly.
I believe the reason Miss Lilac was susceptible to manipulation was because no one had ever expressed belief in her in such a way before. Her parents didn't spend much time with her due to work, and others her age didn't understand her hobbies. Thankfully, she has now found a passion to pursue, become closer with her parents, and made new friends. I am truly happy for her. By the way, here is your compensation. It is as we agreed. Double your usual fee.
This is so I cannot tell you how I did not plan this. All my ranting, all my talking from before, and yet here we are. A story that talks about how it's fine to have your self-interests, it's fine to have your hyperfixations, but you cannot let them absorb you. You have to have a more balanced life. This is... I could not have asked for... I have to end the stream on this now. This is such a perfect end note.
I am, as ever, grateful for your help.
Don't mention it. Come find us if you need anything like this again.
Of course. You are the best proxy I know. Truly. By the way, public security has confirmed that the people we took care of were merely copycats of Mockingbird.
You've known they were fakes for a while, haven't you?
I see nothing gets past you. You could say that I am quite familiar with the real Mockingbird.
How do you know Mockingbird?
I was once deeply involved.
Yeah, saw that a mile away.
Wait, So you mean to say...
Yes, it is exactly what you think. Now you know me in my entirety. I sincerely hope that this doesn't frighten you. If I may, allow me to share another secret. In reality, I have had contact with this edgy concept before. Or this popular subculture, I suppose. I have even memorized and recited such sentences. Of course, under the influence of a certain old acquaintance.
Really? Care to perform one?
We're pushing buttons now.
If that is your wish,
I cannot believe he's going
allow
through.
me to say now that if you wish to laugh, please do. There's no need to hold it back on my account. It would not be good for your health. Well then, let me begin.
Oh, this is gonna be, like I said, best way to end the stream. No notes after this.
I offer this supreme honor to you. In this land of sin and virtue, solemnly do I swear. Humility, courage, integrity, compassion, fairness, self-sacrifice, devotion, honor.
I love this so much. This is great. The voice is so okay, listen. I'm a man in my 30s, right? I sound similar. I do not sound like the man I was in my 20s. This is very good.
I shall never betray my loyalty to my companions.
Oh, Lycon, I can't believe you're having trouble memorizing such simple lines. Could it be?
Who the fuck are you? Why do you look like every vampire twink everyone on Twitter has ever drawn? And why do I want you?
That there's something wrong with you here.
Shut it! Speaking of, why am I the only one who has to recite these cheesy as all hell lines?
Because my performance is impeccable and so I need no extra training. You, on the other hand, have slipped up thrice already.
So what? We still got the job done.
Using violence every time is so very boring. In any case, I want far more than just this. Imagine it, Lycon. One day, we will be like those who stand at the top, under the spotlight of praise and defamation, admiration and loathing, faith or betrayal. So, doesn't that sound super entertaining?
I need to know everything about you.
Save your daydreams for after we get this job done.
Okay, if there's anything that I don't entirely love about the younger Lycon voice, honestly, he kind of needs to sound a little bit more. He doesn't need to go all the way into the mafia Brooklyn accent, whatever the fuck this is. But he kind of needs to sound gruffer. I honestly would like it if Lycon was a little more cartoony here.
It looks like I'm a step too late. It matters not. It's about time for a reunion, dear traitor.
Oh god, I am so excited about that! Okay, so I think this is a great, like I said, great place to stop. Especially for a shorter stream. I do want to say that I think this is the kind of content that really lets Zenless shine. So I was mentioning before that I found the Jane Doe storyline in the special stuff a little too short, right? But it was an introduction to a new character and just kind of getting you into their head. It was a special episode. It's not an agent story. It's just supposed to be a side story that's not completely connected to Phaethon, nor is it like a whole deep dive. Other games have their side stories, but these feel like condensed chapters, tales in a grander story that is building up. There is some kind of conspiracy and story going on in the background, but that's not the focus. This game really is trying to push to get you to be interested in these characters on their terms. as it stands, the Midnight Pursuit is like the furthest that the main storyline has gotten. The fact that the special episode is not in and of itself a mainline story says a lot about what they're gonna do about, like, here, the main story with Phaethon, and where it's gonna introduce a lot of, like, the main characters and how they play with stuff. Side characters and side factions will get introduced in the special episodes. There's an entire last segment of video stories yet to be told. And then there's the agent stories. Started with Soldier 11, pretty fun side adventure, like focused on a really dorky, idiotic soldier who actually does a lot of good work. Then you had Nekomata, who, again, I think just looks better in this artwork. I would like if Nekomata's, like, design was more this. However, her storyline was more focused on trying to expand herself and assist in helping out the Cunning Hares by essentially trying to trick someone only to get connected with them and then growing as a person, which makes sense because even her introduction was focused on trying to get revenge and tricking people for the betterment of her causes, only to get, like, attached. You had the Iron Witch, which was focused on... Let me double-check her name. Which was focused on... I don't remember her name. But this girl, who is, like, all about, like, robots and artificial intelligence in this world. And it seems like she's so focused on the robots because it's her hyperfixation. She's not connected with people. But it quickly becomes this idea of, hey, listen, I know I'm like, you know, I'm the Iron Witch. I'm obsessed with robots. Did you all ever think to ask why I focus so much on these robots? It's to help people. Just because I don't connect with people all the time, every which way, doesn't mean I'm not constantly thinking about people. But it does also call her out to be like, hey, you do need to be more sociable with your coworkers, with your colleagues. There needs to be more that you can do. And she admits it. This one was actually a little bit smaller. Like, it was a fun episode with Kaleda. This is just mostly focusing on, like, hey, Kaleda is, like, able to connect with a kid whose parent is a dickhead, and while Kaleda has recently, like, realized her father was not nearly as, much of a monster as she had worried he was, she is still, like, a young adult in a world where the adults keep telling her, hey, you need to, be conniving and evil. And Kaleda's like, no, you absolutely don't. Jerks are just jerks, and they're like, if you are willing to stand up to jerks, good things can happen. And now we've got Lycon, who just shows what his age and maturity has done for him, but obviously his past is still there to haunt him. I'm super interested to see where this goes. Like, this is just... After we learned who these characters were, we did, like, a main story with them a little bit, and then we got to know more about them separately. These anthology stories, these just separate tales to be told. And now, I still have 2 more to get through. Until Your Memory Fades, and The Case of a Missing Bang Boo. This is actually awesome, and I'm actually interested in excited to play these. I may save these for stream. I may also get, like, too wrapped up and want to go and push onward. But my weeklies are actually pretty clear, so I'm not in nearly as much of a rush to get this done. For now, this is where I will end my stream. Let's go and see who might be worth jumping over you all to. Excuse me. I'm being disgusting. None of my usual friends are streaming anything major on Twitch. What about... not too many people. Now, there's a handful of people who are like doing stuff, but there's not too many people that are jumping on. I would say if you guys have anyone to suggest to like send folks to in the future, let me know. Until then, this has been Stupid Amounts of Fun. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.